all of them, the whole locker room is not in very good humor, obviously, after losing 3 in a row.
It's the same old song and dance.
But they're a tough group. They'll work. They'll come back and work, and we'll get the thing on track. I just got to believe that.
If you're going to be a Bear fan, be a Bear fan. Whether we 0-16, if you're going to be a Bear fan, be a Bear fan. Don't be a Bear fan when we 13-3, or we'll be a Bear fan when, we 11-5 and, we making the playoffs. That don't do for us.
You understand their frustration. I know you guys are frustrated, but you're a fan.
They're not even playing.
There was a game that, that we could have won, but I don't know what that means.
I didn't know that. And that has got to change for the good of the country.
Boers and Bernstein.
Athletic rhythm.
Chicago Sports Radio 670. The Score.
I detect there's a strange sprinkling of stuff in there that might not have been said last night. You think? Was there a sprinkling in there? Was some strangeness happening in there? I don't know. If you can pick them out, it was R-W McCorders, be a fan. No, be very a fan. Yeah. And, of course, when the Bears are 11-5, when have they been 11-5 with him here? They're better than that the other.
He's awful, and he's an anus.
He's not an anus. Why is he an anus?
Because he's telling Bear fans that they need to cheer even when he's bad.
Anus.
Dick Duran. What's he?
Anus.
Philip Daniels. Philip Daniels?
Hey, buddy.
How about Paris Hilton?
Anus. Anus.
And Paris Hilton with Jay Hood. What's Jay Hood?
Is he included? They're an item.
Anus.
She runs around impaling herself on everything she can find.
The A-Train. Thoughts? Anybody?
Brian
Urlacher.
He's either dead, which is fine from our standpoint, or he's alive.
Just gave her a piggyback ride. Next thing I know, she's sitting in a Bears uniform in his Sky Suite. But you know what? He was honest. He was straightforward. Right. He stepped right up and told you the truth.
I don't know if he's dead or alive.
He's here across the street, too. I know. He's just,
President Hopalong Dingleberry making an appearance right down below us.
God almighty. What a way to start your day, as if last night wasn't bad enough.
Who would you rather have here, Jim Belushi or President Bush?
Is there a third pick? Highlights courtesy of our brilliant sister station, WBVM. And a very pleasant good morning to you. Oh, it's okay. Look, the sun is out. The sun will come out tomorrow. I need some help. Frozen Fred Cranium. Always good to hear from him. He's got no room, by the way. His night is blow, too. Going to make you several promises for the next 4 hours, or they're just 4 today. We're not going to, you know what?
Four's enough.
Yeah, that's
for everybody.
That's really enough. That's enough. We're going to do the best we can to keep you informed, entertained, perhaps have a laugh or two along the way. I believe somebody's already been hit in the seat. So we're way ahead of the game already. And this is radio's best combination of riddle and diddle and country fiddle. And I'd like to apologize. I was running a little late this morning because I had a date. I was out yodeling with Dick Butkus. I'm Terry Boers.
And I am at the top of the Kenny Williams grinder list. I'm Dan Bernstein. Here's what we have coming up today.
Ken Williams douchebag list. Because of you, he won't come on.
Good morning. It's Douchebag Tuesday.
That's right. It is.
Secondhand news at 11:30. Ron Turner, that should be fun at 11:45.
Hey!
And high noon at noon. Surprises along the way as well.
Probe my rectum with sharp objects.
The good thing was the low point of the evening was before the game started. The absolute low point of my evening
before you even say
Jim Belushi's appearance in that misguided abortion of an open. That's why
he performed with his band. He had his band was there. I saw you out in front of the band.
I came
swinging and swaying. I saw you. Don't crap.
I came very close to killing myself. I thought about it. I considered killing myself. Jim Belushi needs to be excised like a tumor from this city.
A tumor.
Stop Stop wrapping yourself in anything Chicago. Stop it.
He's from here. Can he do
No,
that?
he's excommunicated.
He is?
He's gone.
Why?
Because he's vile. And the line of the night, Lisa Guerrero saying that Paris Hilton is tired of the media scrutiny over her relationship with Brian Urlacher. As Paris Hilton sits in Urlacher's suite,
Part of his deal.
in the front row, behind glass, wearing an Urlacher jersey on Monday Night Football. But she's tired of the media scrutiny. That is,
And all he did was give her a piggyback
that's an
ride.
all-time who you crap.
He was forthright and honest. He gave her a piggyback ride.
Mhm.
No, but it's fine for him. I mean, I think that somehow, I don't know what happens when a woman comes into your life, a stanky thing like that, but apparently it precludes you from making a tackle. Apparently, you can't find Amon Green. Please identify Amon Green if you can.
We've added some new plays to the Bears playbook. I'm very excited about this. We have the quarterback looks both ways and falls down. These are all scripted. The hot read, throw the ball right into the ground. The fake end around, give to Robbie Abdullah, who falls down. The Des White option. I have not seen an option play run in the NFL, a true option, since 1987.
1987?
What was interesting about 1987, TB?
1987.
That was the strike year. There were scab games, and I saw a scab game on Monday Night Football where they ran an option by the goal line. That's the last time I've seen a true college-style option run.
You had 2 weeks to come up with that.
This is the reality of the new Soldier Field. It is a third-world country, by which I mean there is no middle class at the new Soldier Field. You are either a have or a have-not. And all this talk about how many bathrooms there are, no bathrooms for the unwashed masses. The bathroom lines, I got a call just before halftime. I got a call from, at home, from an appointed public official who was
Mayor
at the
Daley.
game. Not elected, an appointed public official.
Because Daly calls you, I know.
Called me and said, this is the situation. You got to know this. He described exactly whatever he said he had been in line for the bathroom for 20 minutes. He said this is before the half. He said the bathroom line was 100 people long for the men's room. Now, on the other side, there's plenty of bathrooms for everybody. The unwashed masses have one stadium. Everybody else who's paid the big money has another stadium. God help you if you're on the wrong side.
Well, they did pay the big money, though.
God help you if you're on the wrong side.
Yeah, but they did pay the big money.
You got a long hike to the bathroom and a long line at the bathroom. It might smell a little better, but if you didn't pony up for the suites, for the club level, for all that stuff, if you're not lucky enough to get over there, it's a third world country. There is a rich and there is a poor, and there is no bourgeoisie in between.
We're sure of that. There was a few issues I know that I saw some of the dumbest people at work last night. Cheryl Burton last night after the game. This drove
How about
me.
Jim Rose before the game?
I didn't watch any of that. God, please. It's bad enough.
You could tell Mark Giangreco was getting embarrassed.
What was Jim Rose doing?
Jiving.
Jiving? Was he Al McRae?
Yes.
Was he flipping burgers?
Like, they're going to put the smack down on them. Oh, people say they suck. I'm like,
Well, the people are right.
What are you doing?
And the people are
and
right.
the people were stunned and right. He's Terry Boers. I'm Dan Bernstein. 312-644-6767 is the telephone number here at Sports Radio 670. The Score. Score's Barrett's home theater fax machine is
Subtly accessible.
Fonseca awful.
at 312-245-6072. You can email us, as many of you during the game last night. 50 emails came in to Boers and Bernstein at 670thescore.com. It's 50 during the game.
Well, I'm going to pick the Bears every week
Think
to win
about
until. No, I'm going to stay
Okay.
with them. I'm sticking with them.
Well, that was really quite a thing last night.
What was?
Just the whole thing. Our producers are Matt
Who are they?
Habatacola,
I am thirsty, actually, this morning. That yodeling takes a lot out of you.
Scott Scher, and Johnny Enterprise.
I wish I had the ability. It's like betting a horse to change your pick. Once I saw the fiercest bear of all time in the Bavarian hat yodeling, I knew we were screwed. I knew this night's over.
And what
This
was-
is done.
At one point,
Over.
didn't somebody say, they said, like, all the great bears are here tonight?
Yes.
Thinking, boy, you better hope some of them are, because it would smell really bad. If they're all there, it would get pretty tinky.
Yeah. Well, you didn't see that before the game. They brought their heads out in pails. You didn't see that? I thought you said you watched the pregame.
Frozen heads. Well, this is going to be interesting.
What is
this season thing? This whole Dealey thing bad. I don't know where do you start? Where do you start?
Well,
and R.W. McWhorter says you're not a Bear fan if you're not cheering for him.
Yes, that's when times are tough, he wants you on his side. I'd like to have when times are tough, I'd like the guy he's covering somewhere near his side.
10 yards of
be
Javon
somewhere
Walker.
close to his side. Be at like within, I don't know, 7-8 yards would be good.
The Bears are my team, and I love them.
Don't love too many of them.
Wonder if she was crabby when the game was over.
Joe in Midlothian, you're on the score.
Hello. Hello. Hey, guys. I love your show. I just wanted to comment on how everybody's saying how Cordell Stewart and everybody and how the offense is just horrible. I think but I think it's more of the defense.
Oh, it's both.
Yeah, but I think it's more. I think we should be ripping on more of the defense instead of the offense. Because I mean, think about it. Cordell Stewart is getting
bad.
He's getting 1 second to pass the ball.
He's awful, Joe. He's awful.
Yeah,
and the reason he's getting 1 second to pass the ball is
he also got a 3 or 4.
Joe, he's terrible. He's terrible. They're blitzing him absolutely every single time because they know he can't read.
Yeah, but I think we should be more critical on our defense. I mean, our cornerback.
Why can't you be equally critical?
Because A-Train had 100 yards rushing. I mean,
okay, and that makes Cordell Stewart good.
We should be giving him running back of the year with that offensive line getting 100 yards.
Okay, go ahead if you'd like to do that.
I'll tell you what, sometimes head injuries are a bitch to come back from.
Eric in Racine, you're on the score.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
We believe where we find hopelessness and suffering, we shall not turn our back.
We'll just create more hopelessness and suffering.
Yeah, vote.
All right, let's talk about this great Bear defense last night. This defense is horrible. It's the worst thing. This has got to be the worst team I've seen ever.
This is as bad as that one team Buffon was on. Were they 0 for or 1 for?
1 for 13.
1 and 13. 1 and 13.
That was well before
But Doug
my
was
time,
great.
my friend.
No, Doug used to hit the guys after they scored, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then go on later on, hit him in the seat.
Well, that's Uncle T-Bag for you. But
That's right. He's Uncle T-Bag. Oh, my God, that's awful. Why do we talk about him that way?
Danny, did you ever get my email? I sent you, I signed it as Airhole 44.
You know what? I get hundreds of emails every day. I may...
From men.
I appreciate the call.
I think we'll
be careful
find
with that apparent
and like
swarm
I said,
of dragonflies.
Rick Tallender pointed out a couple of people talking about the steepness problem, which I concerned about, because I see it every day, and I just wonder what's that like up there. And of course, when you read some, everything's fine. We're going to be fine. Everybody, it was Leslie Nielsen. But then, once in a while, somebody actually says, you know what, this troubles me, and I everything's okay, but a lot of people huffing and puffing to get up. Get up. Stretch.
Bill in Crystal Lake, you're on the score.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Hi, Bill.
Someone asked Dick Butkus if he could cover William Henderson out of the backfield, and Butkus said no, but then again, he's 63 years old.
Quite a feather in his cap.
Yeah. And then I guess Urlacher, when he made that one tackle in the backfield, I think he won the Paris and Nicky Hilton Menage a Trois lottery. I'm pretty sure of that.
Also in his contract.
He was dancing like he did. But I'm positive. I'm very positive. I'm positive they suck and they'll continue to suck.
Thanks, Bill. Trash Can Man and Gary, you're on the score.
Gentlemen, my life for you.
Your wife? Yeah. Life or wife? Oh.
Wife.
Oh.
I wouldn't wish my wife on anybody. Hasn't this coaching staff been telling us for the last 2 months that whoever has the hot hand's going to get the ball? Where the hell is A-Train? And what is David Terrell doing holding people? I want to see Joshua burn. Give me some matches and I'll enter some blood. Help me, I'm sick.
That wasn't even a hold. That was a straight tackle.
It's tackled him. He's a Michigan man for life.
He tackled the guy.
Tackled him.
And Scott Scher pointed out, the look on Jeff Triplett's face was apologetic. The referee was kind of like, he's sorry, guy. He did it.
I think
sorry.
at this point, the only debate is, are the Bears the worst team in the NFL? I'm sticking with my story, which is no.
Who's worse?
Well, Arizona, even though they beat the Packers. They are.
That's a tough argument.
They are.
That's a tough argument.
They are.
NIU Dave says you couldn't interact with the colonnades there last night like Sweaty Teddy advertised when he sold us all on this thing. There were gates preventing you from walking around the top of the stadium. To me, that was the coolest thing I experienced on Saturday. And secondly, the fan deck in the north end zone wasn't accessible to me as a PSL holder, but was to non-PSL holders who were in the section nearest to it. What did I pay for? I have concession and bathroom lines just as long as they were in the old stadium, and concession stands have run out of beer. I had to wait 10 minutes because I couldn't make change for me or my friend. We tried to buy food before the game. A lot of mad people there last night.
Yeah.
They were mad.
Take it, they were. But you know what? You have to expect some glitches the first time, right?
Of course.
There has to be, and maybe we'll see. Here's what you do. I'm moving out of the verge of Farmville too. You know what I mean? I'm moving out. I'm giving back my lean.
This says it's bad when John Madden, who has the critical thinking skills of Paris Hilton's parasites, is critiquing John Shoop's play calling. I'd rather hand wash Paris Hilton's science fair worthy panties than watch another Bears game. Bad, tinky, stupid. Can't argue with you.
I wish I could, and it's Sunday right there at noon for you.
Brad and Peoria, you're on the score.
Yeah, well, I think what really drives me nuts is the way these guys meaning Shoop and Duran, seem to spin it their own way. But, hey, we're just an adjustment away. We just need to keep believing. We'll work hard this week. And it's kind of like if Duran really had some kahunas, he'd look at the game plan that these guys had last year and that Shoop's calling so far again this year and take control like Fossil did in New York when things were going real well last year. And take the play calling over himself.
He would if he had some kahunas.
Go to Hawaii and get some.
Right, not cojones.
Go to Hawaii and get you some nice kahunas. You can always find some there.
There's a couple Samoan guys.
And if you're looking for a fossil, Doug comes in about, he starts at 2.
Kelso, South Side, you're on the score.
Yo, Dan, what's the segment after secondhand news?
High noon?
Tell us the Bears the rest of the season. Hey, look, this is confusing.
What? Yeah.
Well, you're telling me.
It's like helping to blow up Dow. Everybody's done it. It's been said. Shoot sucks. The Giants need to be fired. Yada, yada, yada. From Jimmy Kimmel to Todd Salisbury. We the worst team in the league. But it's confusing. One thing. Terry, since you're a vet, and I was only 2 years old when we won the Super Bowl, and have you seen NFL teams do this? It's confusing. The Packers' first-round pick, Nick Barnett. The Packers was in the playoffs last year. We won 4 games. We can't even get a first-round pick on the field.
Well, we traded away the pick.
Well, look, okay. So
Bears look at the number 1 overall pick next year and trade it away.
Was Michael Haynes on the field at all last night?
Yes.
No, he wasn't.
Back, yes, he was. He was there.
Okay,
I saw him.
Okay, Dan, listen to Terrell, right? Equan Bolden and Charles Watson had more starts than him. Mark Colombo can't even put on a sock. What are we doing with these first-round draft picks? Nothing.
Well, I agree.
You're right.
I agree. And your other first-round pick is Rex Grossman, who clearly, if you value his life at all, you don't want him out there yet.
Because he'll die.
Well, he can't read it fast enough. He can't
read it faster than Cordell.
Oh, yeah.
Which still isn't fast enough.
No.
Mike and Elmwood Park.
In a pail.
You're on the score. Hi, Mike.
How you doing?
My back hurt. My nigger. I'm tired. I'm beat up.
How are you guys? First of all, I'd like to commend you guys on your announcement. Basically...
Have you made an announcement today, anything, Burns? Have you said something that...
Now hear this. Now hear this. This is your captain speaking. That is all.
Hands inside the...
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, gentlemen, I just want to let you know that I'm really disgusted with the Bears team right now. The coaching, to me, needs to be changed. All they have to do is put Mike Ditka back on, make Mike Singletary the defensive line coach. They already have Richard Dent back.
How's that working out?
When they were 13-3, they were mixing it around on 4th down, on 3rd downs. They're not doing that. They're letting the defense come in.
Boy.
Take a hike.
Good morning. It's Douchebag Tuesday.
Well, I believe in pressing on. And press on nails if I can get them as well.
Press on nails.
Yeah, I do. I believe in just continuing.
That is the first reference to press on nails I've heard since I listened to Big Daddy Kane's It's a Big Daddy Thing a couple of weeks ago.
It's my guy.
He rhymes something with a Lee nail.
It'll all be in my first rap album.
T.B. Diddler.
I'm rapping with Marcellus Wiley. Bad. Real bad.
That's not... How can you compare...
White guy good, though. He plays a hot piano.
And some of the stuff that Madden was saying, it was getting to the edge of like, I don't know how they can have a rapper because that one guy is playing music, the other guy's just rapping. He was getting a little close to the line there, I thought.
Well, yeah.
Scott and Wheaton, you're on the score.
Dope. Scott. Hello.
Hey, Scott.
Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Scott.
Oh, okay.
Scott.
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 Scott Evil.
Somebody beam Scotty in.
Black Flag in Elk Grove.
On second thought, screw him.
You're on Sports Radio 670.
What's going on, guys?
I feel terrible in a lot of respects.
Yeah, so do I. Hey, look it. First of all, I don't listen to those two guys that work for Disney. You know, they're just waiting to carry Mickey Mouse's suit. You know, but as far as that guy who was talking about, you guys always being positive and everything. Come on, I mean that's the same reason why we people voted in this fascist administration. I mean, you got to be critical. I mean, a real fan is going to be critical. And the best way to be critical, not go. And besides that, there's going to be a champion that's going to be in that stadium in October, and that's the Chicago.
I wanted to leave Chicago what?
I just...
Leave it in suspense?
Yep.
Chicago...
Bulls.
No.
Wolves.
No.
Good morning. It's Douchebag Tuesday.
Yeah. Believe that's it. I know what he was going to say.
Secondhand news coming up on Sports Radio 670, The Score. From the New York Post, rabid fans of Friends may want the NBC sitcom to go on forever. But Jennifer Aniston didn't even want to come back for this final 9th season. The star, whose haircuts
by Cracky
are mimicked by millions of women,
by Cracky,
put her foot down
by Cracky
and told the series producers that she'd only return if they cut the number of episodes and put production on an accelerated shooting schedule. A Hollywood insider said Jennifer told her husband, Brad, she would focus on starting a family last year. Brad was really angry when she went back for another year. It's not like they or anyone else in Friends need the money. Jennifer compromised with the rest of the cast, wanted one more year. She felt a lot of pressure, but she also wants to keep Brad happy. She said she'd do one more year, but insisted on only 18 shows and that filming would be done by January. Sitcoms normally come in packages of 24 and are shot over the course of 9 months. Friends is shooting 2 episodes a week to wrap up in 5 months. She was the lone holdout from the ensemble cast, and her agent worked overtime to save the popular series from a premature demise. She's not totally disgruntled. She is getting $1 million an episode.
Let's say,
it's
a hard thing. It's a hard road to hoe there. For $1 million episodes. That's a tough go there. And real quickly, we're going to be visiting with Ron Turner in just a moment. It appears that we're about ready for the reemergence of Diane Burns. Rob Peter today talking about that she's going to be back soon now. All the contract stuff is up. All the planets are aligning for Diane Burns to return to the mother nipple here. Good old WBBM television. And he closed the column with this thought here. What if Burns doesn't help? Because Channel 2, we've got a problem here in the fact that it's like behind
2 viewers.
Yes. Well, 7, I think they went up to in the sweep.
Oh, really?
7
That's
viewers.
Great.
All drunk and gay, but they liked it. What if Burns doesn't help lift Channel 2 out of 5th place in the ratings? Now, that's a thought too scary for anyone near McClurg Court to contemplate. Of course, Joe Ahern pulling all the strings. President General Editor. Let me tell you something. Here's a memo to Joe and the kids at McClurg. This will happen. This won't do a thing for you. Her reemergence at a huge salary will do absolutely nothing for your ratings. Nothing.
I think it'll have a small early bump that'll eventually erode.
Well, when you're talking about a small early bump, are you talking about enough bump to pull them out of fifth? Probably. I don't think so.
But then it'll fade away.
Yeah. Well, it'll like
She's
pull
a
them ahead of
newsreader. How is she fundamentally different from Tracy Townsend?
Not at all. And Tracy Townsend actually is very smart.
Yeah, I like Tracy Townsend.
Yeah,
she's getting shafted in this whole thing.
Has been.
I feel terrible for Tracy Townsend, who came here under difficult circumstances, did absolutely everything that was asked of her, can actually read a prompter without her eyes darting around.
And by the way, she happens the former $2 million. She's making $2 million at good old Channel 7. He calls. Feeder refers to her as the number one news anchor in town. What?
Ron Majors.
Oh, I mean, this is just. I'm just going to tell you something. This is just. If you want to take the $2 million and flush it down the toilet, hey, that's your prerogative. Go right ahead, knock yourself out. But kids, that's what you're doing. Secondhand news brought to you by Chicago Prime Steakhouse and Verizon Wireless. Switch to Verizon Wireless. You can get all kinds of secondhand news on our content partner, AOL for broadband.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. I'm just glad that, if Kerry Wood slips into oblivion tonight, we can slip away from Chicago sports altogether and turn on Nip Tuck. I got to think you're a big fan, Terry.
I am. Yes. I love Nip Tuck.
Any idea what's on tap for the series tonight?
What the hell is in the air today? I'm watching baseball tonight, dude. I'm watching Kerry Wood mow down your Atlanta Braves.
Smackdown!
It's Smackdown time. I'm Jim Rose.
I'm going to get a sign and go protest people who are just walking down the street. That's what I'm going to do. Hey, douchebag! Hey, you! What are you doing? Hey, come here. Let me stick my flag up your ass. Come here. Come on over here. Come on. That's protesting at its finest. Dopes! You're all dopes!
Radio 670, The Score. Feisty, analyze.
No, I'm going to go down and yell at these people.
Cinch it up. I got to stop. I got to stop doing that.
See, I haven't done it. I haven't said a word. And now you're blaming me again. Oh, you're worse than I am. No, I'm not. Nobody's worse than you are.
Pete and a car phone.
You have it bad.
You're on The Score.
You need to have it looked into.
Hi, Pete.
How's it going, guys?
I need some help.
Yeah, I think the Bears need all the help they can get right now. A couple comments about last night's game. Says the audio-visual equivalent of my daughter slamming me in the nuts with a baseball bat for about 3 hours. Number one, throughout the game, we see all these great commercials of Brian Urlacher shoving a locker through a wall, jumping over the middle of a pile to slam a halfback. You know what, Brian? New rule. Until you do that in a game, don't make a commercial about it, okay?
And don't show your hosebag girlfriend.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
She's a hooer.
Next time, leave your drunken hooker at home until you can concentrate on the game and get the job done.
Well, it takes some of the fun out of it, though. You leave your drunken hooker at home.
You got to bring your drunken hooer.
You do. I mean, if you've got yourself a nice drunken hooer, why wouldn't you bring her with? What's the problem? Let me tell you something again about hockey genius Al Michaels. Now, I don't know if you were still watching at the end of the game. For whatever reason, unknown to mankind, I was.
Brett Hall.
Yeah. First of all, he was this close to making Brett Hall a lifetime member of your Chicago Blackhawks. He caught himself and then said, oh, and of course, son of Bobby Hull, longtime Chicago Blackhawk. Then he has the lame excuse, because he is standing next to Chili in his chili. First of all, it calls the other guy in front of him Paul Coffey. That's not Paul Coffey unless something really bad happened to him. And then says he's having a problem because all the hockey players wear masks, so it's hard to tell them apart.
They're not all
goalies. Unless I miss my guess, I believe, and you got to say it like you mean it, I don't think Chelly's ever worn a mask, has he?
Never worn pants, let alone a mask.
And Brett Hall doesn't wear a mask, does he?
Everyone else wears masks.
Yeah, but that's not what... See, he was trying to make excuses for the fact he doesn't know crap.
He had to go back to his hotel room and his contractually specially shaped soaps. He has to have... He literally has to have soaps of a certain shape like rhomboid soap or something.
I mean, you know what? I'm all for making any excuses you possibly can when you're caught in a bad position. I'm all for it. I
wrote a book on it.
Yeah, I did. Yes. See, it is you. Am I not right about this, though? Come on now. And the protesters are finally going home. Go ahead. McDonald's is still open. Get back there. All right. Here's what I think about this. I don't go out of my way to make like a 6-minute commercial break and then come back and still making lame excuses. Well, let me think.
Hold on a second now. Be careful.
Hold on.
Thursday, 1:30.
Let me think about that again before I make that a matter of public record.
Troy on a car phone. You're on the score.
Hey, guys. Hey, I think I figured the Bears out.
Yeah?
I think the way the play calling and super teams were going back to the college days, and I think I saw him and Jerron looking over. I had a yellow book. I think Coaching for Dummies, I think, was one of the books. And second, I know Sarah Sultan was there. I think Jerry was interviewing her for one of those minority jobs for being one of the next coach of the Bears. What do you think?
Good morning. It's Douchebag Tuesday.
I think we're getting very close to the time I'm leaving, whether the show's over or not. My enemy. That's what I think. Comedy's a dangerous thing in the hands of morons, and we prove that most days, but we can't really have this.
That's just what you call one for the old shallow end of the pool.
Yeah. It is.
See, you did it again.
Somewhere there's a drive-in window empty.
Dan in Wicker Park.
I hate that when that happens.
You're on the score.
That's a tough act to follow right there, gentlemen.
Well, do your best, young feller.
I was a first-hand witness to the Bears debacle last night, and I know that you guys saw this too. Constantly blitzing with both corners, leaving single coverage on the outside, yet the Bears refused to throw the ball down the field.
It's not that they refuse. It's not that the reads are in there. The hots are in there. Everything is there for a blitz to be exploited. You're dealing with a quarterback who can't do it.
It's that, and I mean, they don't have enough receivers in the routes to even give him a chance to throw the ball. They have to max protect each time. They leave their fullback back. They leave their tight end in. There are 3 receivers out. One of them's doubled. The other 2 are single coverage. It's usually David Terrell or Des White. Pick your poison. They both stink. They're both terrible. I mean, it's mind-blowing when I actually sit down and think about it. But
yeah, David Terrell is really proving to be a total buffoon.
What is that celebration after like a 3-yard game?
I don't know. And yapping and yapping and yapping. And
I mean, give me a break.
Shut up and do
Apparently,
something.
Apparently, David unable to discern where the scoreboard was.
Really, I mean, it's just David Terrell.
Somebody should have showed him.
He's acting like a child.
He's acting out.
He's acting like a child.
Yeah. He is.
And I don't mean just like an immature professional. I mean,
he's
an actual child does what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Like he needs a sippy cup.
How many balls did he wind up with last night? 5 or 6 catches? You have in Bears stats?
7. 4. 48 yards. And a long of 10.
Was he at any point at any time during this entire matter last night more than like 5 yards away when the ball was thrown to him?
No. He wasn't a threat to
always inside 10, right? Was there anything even over 10 when you saw the ball in the air? Say he drops back 4 or 5 yards, he throws the ball. Was the ball ever in the air his way from more than like 10 yards down the field?
So. And everything's to the sides. I mean, they don't. The only people who catch the ball over the middle are the tight ends. That's it.
We got Desmond Clark, 6 for 63.
Dangerous. Adding a new dimension to the Bears' offense. Stretching the field. Running the seams.
Terrell, 7 for 48. Booker, 3 for... Oh, he's not going to be happy.
No Pro Bowl for Marty Booker this year.
Numbers down a little, eh?
God, you bring in Cordell Stewart. Tends to happen.
3 for 34.
How's that 100 catches?
In a game, you were constantly behind it. 3 catches for 34 yards in a game on a night when you were
playing catch-up.
Down.
Playing catch-up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Dustin Lyman with a big grab.
Stanley Pritchett, 2 catches.
And, again, in his contract, blocking.
Optional. Nutsack on a car phone. You're on the score.
Hey, guys. How are you?
Okay.
I got 2 things. I think Dick Geron's mom definitely gave him the right first name. Secondly, I think John Shoup, I don't think winning a Madden PlayStation 2 tournament qualifies you to actually call plays for the Chicago Bears. Where did this clown come from?
Ringling Brothers.
Everybody's a comedian today, huh?
I don't know what to do here anymore. Part of the concept of what we do here is we talk to America, and we brand ourselves as the people station, and we are here the people, by the people, and for the people. And I think that
even
goes
the
without
dumb ones.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
I
know.
embrace them,
There hasn't been one funny joke all day.
Including
the ending of the show. Yeah. Not even that Dick Butkus and I were yodeling last night.
That was funny.
But that's not a Bavarian hat he was wearing, was it?
It's close enough for me. I wanted to go out and yodel in the valley with old Uncle Dick. But let me ask a question. And again, this is just, I don't pretend to be a fashion guy, but that looked
You
good
pretend
on
to
him.
be a fascist guy.
Did that look good on him? No, I didn't think so.
Rob in Cedar Rapids, you're on the score.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Rob.
Hey.
Hey.
I want to make a couple comments on the defensive side. I didn't think the line played that bad.
Really? All that pressure on the quarterback they got?
They had to
stopped
cover
the running
that,
game, though.
No, listen. They had to cover that screen, which Favre burns them with a lot, and they sniffed that out every doggone time he tried to do that.
Wait a second. You're praising the defensive line.
No. But this second half of it, it's that Urlacher, and I don't want to hear any of this. Oh, but it's Brian. I don't mean to say he sucks. They should start Briggs. He's terrible. Did you see that tackle he missed on the green touchdown? Everybody's ripping on Azuma about that. He left his feet. You never leave your feet when you go to make that tackle. He should have known that by the time he was 10 years old.
He was credited with 4 tackles total for the game.
And they ran at him with the tight end all the time, right across the middle. He's supposed he played safety in college. He's supposed to have speed. He's awful.
He played really badly.
He played badly.
He sucks.
Well, I'd have to check with Paris. Because that's what you do.
See? It's you. It's always
It's
you.
not me. Stop saying that. Nobody's listening to you. People listen to me, and you know why? They should take what I say to heart. Because I am like the latter-day Brigham Young. I can guide them across the country.
And you know what he always said? I don't care how you bring them.
Just Brigham Young.
Just Brigham Young.
That's right.
Hey!
And I can take you out and show you a better place. No, not things. A better place.
What?
I can.
Florida?
No. I'll take you out to Montana.
I can't get a decent chicken marsala out here.
To Pat's house. Put on a pair of ripped pants and watch some football with Pat.
I bet he does have a nice place out there. I'll tell you that.
You can get a lot of nice things out there for a nice price. I should have bought it in Montana.
Montana.
As a mountain Montana. I should have bought me a house in Montana.
With his friend Dan Tana of Vegas fame. Robert, you're
no, I don't think so. I don't think Bob comes over anymore. Bob's not coming over anymore. This just in.
Kevin on a car phone. You're on the score. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm beautiful.
Hey, listen, man, I got a few comments here. I listen to you guys all the time, man. First time calling, then got a few comments.
How you doing?
Yeah, doing fine. What's up? Hey, listen, David Terrell, that guy's a punk, man. Who got called for a holding call on Thomas's touchdown that they had called back, okay? What's the guy doing out there holding, okay? And everybody's bashing Urlacher out there, all right? You got R.W. McCorder standing around playing with himself with his dreadlocks in his eyes. Back in the day when he had Fensick and Plank and all them guys, he had
white guys.
Thorson out there. If you see a guy standing around, you hit him, okay? It ain't Urlacher's fault. It's their damn secondary. They got no secondary. They stand around all pretty boy and stuff, okay? As far as I'm concerned, I got 3 tickets to the Bears to go December 14th against Minnesota. You know what? I ain't going.
Okay.
You guys have a nice day, buddy. Take care, man. Appreciate it.
You appreciate my appreciated. I appreciate your appreciated as well.
Dave Dorson came to the party dressed as Fridge Perry.
Jeez, yeah,
you play Double D, push yourself away. He's a very successful businessman.
I know, but he makes
Nice
sausage,
good,
right?
With good
Is he
man.
the sausage king?
Packing it with him.
That's what I'm saying. He's eating his inventory.
Yeah. Hate to see him all coming
Our
over the-
profits are down, Mr. Dorson. What happened? What's happening to our inventory?
Oh, Double D. Well, we appreciate that.
Appreciation.
Yeah.
It's a man giving Dave Dewerson a run for his money as Sausage King. It's Abe Froman on a car phone on the score.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
I am ready to put our country first.
Okay, I don't know what it is with, like, the last, 20 callers you guys had today,
I don't know.
they're all morons.
I don't know, Abe.
They're morons. The Bears suck. End of story. Let's stop talking about them. And they all think they're comedians. If we're going to make anybody laugh, let's get the George Hoffman sound-alike contest going again, okay? Thanks. Laugh.
Or we could just make Fred laugh. Well, the game we like to play around the hallways, make Fred gay. That's a lot easier. That's what you do.
Stop it!
I promise you, I'm never going to let it happen. I'm sorry. Stop it.
I'm doing it at home now. I'm doing it at home.
Can I tell you something?
I swear to God, I'm doing it at home. And I said, she said, take the baby upstairs, change her diaper. I said, she's a baby. She needs her diaper changed. Babies have dirty diapers. You change their diapers. That's what you do. I can't stop it.
I was doing it last night during the Bears game. There was nobody in the room but me.
You were doing it.
I was doing it.
I can't stop
to
doing
Madden
it.
And numbnuts. I was.
She said, what are you having for dinner tonight? I said, I'm having chicken. And she said, what kind of chicken? I said, baked chicken. Chicken can be baked. You take a chicken, you put it in a baking pan, you bake the chicken. That's what you do. She goes, what?
No, I'm serious.
Nothing.
We're gonna have to. We need an intervention. Yeah, we need an intervention. Somebody for the love of God,
figure out. See what you can do. This is your homework for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Here's your homework for tomorrow. Figure out how, for the love of God, we can stop talking like Hawk and Farbio. I can't stop. Maybe Farbio didn't used to talk like that. And something happened. He was exposed to gamma rays. And Hawk actually spoke with a patrician accent.
I'm serious though. I think you've reached a critical point.
It's got to end. It's enough.
There was nobody in the room.
You were all alone and you were doing it. Out loud to no one.
Mad to say something and say, that's what you do when you're a moron. You say stupid things. I mean, and I'm sitting there going, strange. For no reason.
I know.
There's just no reason. There's no game on.
I don't think we're the only ones.
I need an intervention.
I do too. We should do a full-on intervention.
We should call what's her name back.
We should call somebody who can do some kind of something for us. A speech therapist or a mentalist or somebody.
How about Princess Miriam? Princess Miriam.
Princess Miriam.
I think she's dead too. Because Kurt Warner's not getting any better.
His wife won't shut up.
No. And you know, that's an upset right there.
All right, thank
you to
our guests, Ron Turner and Tyson Chandler.
Romantically linked. Take a crack production there. Debacle. Scott Shager. Johnny Enterprise. Our only AARP member we've ever had as an intern, I believe. Even though Dingleberry Williams was up there, this guy I like. He's a good man. He's a good man. Good man.
The creek don't rise.
The creek don't rise. I'll still wake up talking like Farley. Most of all, we thank you for listening. Thanks for calling. Thanks for faxing. And Debacle was tired of it too. And I think he ought to be. See, I don't know.
All right,
anymore.
tomorrow, Cubs-Braves reaction. We'll watch the game closely, and we will like it, and then we'll talk about it, and we'll have reaction to the the Bears Insider with Dick Duran tonight, 6 to 7, and the Bears Management Report from 7 to 7:30. Management Report could get real exciting with people peeing in the sinks.
They'll deny it.
That's what you do. And continued coverage of the Bruce Kim firing.
All right, everybody have a terrific day. We've got Moose, and then we're going to send it way down south, to the Hooters in Orland Park.
The Wise Guys!
Happy Uncle T-Bay. Great day. We'll talk to you in the morning.
Take a small step for America by exercising on a daily basis.